If you've been watching our show for years, you know about the Godwink series from best-selling author SQuire Louise.
Well, now SQuire is out with a new book called Dogwinks. Donna is here to tell us more about that.
Yeah, hi guys. Hey. Dogwinks features 20 uplifting true stories, and not just for dog lovers. They confirm what we already knew, that our furry friends are always there for us, especially when we need them the most. Take a look.
There's a reason dogs are called man's best friend. They're loving, faithful, and attentive. But according to best-selling authors SQuire Louise and his wife Louise Duarte, dogs can also be a blessing.
As you were writing Dogwinks, did you learn anything that surprised you?
Yeah, a lot about dogs.
A lot about dogs.
Yeah.
About their sense of smell. It's over 10,000 times greater than our sense of smell.
There's a great story about a woman who was taking care of her son's husky, Sierra. One day, Sierra goes over and starts pushing on her stomach with the nose, and it hurt. And she called her doctor. She said, I know this sounds weird, but this is what happened. He said, well, come in, we'll do some tests. She had ovarian cancer, and the dog had detected it before any machine could ever do that.
And it was early enough that they could save her life.
One of the most notable stories in the book is being made into a Netflix movie. It's about a shelter dog named Ruby who was just hours away from being put down. But a volunteer at the shelter named Pat Inman saved her life. Pat begged for the Rhode Island Canine Unit to train Ruby. The commander paired her with State Trooper Dan O'Neill, who took Ruby home to live with him. Years later, a Dogwink happened. Ruby and Officer Dan found an injured boy lost in the woods. That little boy just so happened to be Pat Inman's son.
They keep telling us all around Netflix, everyone's like waiting for the movie to be
rescued by Ruby. When is that coming out?
And the cast is fabulous.
Grant Gustin, who is the star of Flash, and he just makes a wonderful Officer Dan O'Neill.
Scott Wolf, Party of Five. Remember Scott Wolf?
Yeah, I love him.
He plays a big role. And then there's 3 dogs that actually play the part of Ruby. Ruby's getting to be a little bit of a diva anyway. But
what I think is really cool is at the end of each chapter, you write a reflection section.
Mm-hmm.
As you reflect on your lives, what has been the biggest Godwink of all?
Probably meeting each other.
The fact that we met each other.
That was a Godwink, because SQuire gave me my first job over 40 years ago in television. And it was years later. I was doing a Broadway show, and I was divorced, he was divorced, and he came backstage and we looked at each other, and that was it.
Why do you share these stories of fate?
After spending all that time in the traditional means of entertainment, we feel as though we are working for the big boss now in every single thing we do. Mm-hmm. And so it is really part of our ministry and mission.
We just tell real stories of real people. And when people read that, they're not intimidated. I mean, they really believe it in their heart that it can happen for them too.
Yeah. These stories, whether it's a Godwink story or a Dogwink story, will help somebody who is desperately trying to find a connection to somebody up there bigger than they are. And these stories are like a handrail on a wobbly staircase, and it's just what they need.
SQuire and Louise say there are Dogwinks and Godwinks in everyone's life. You just need to look out for them.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love those stories.
I like hearing the story of their own wink, too.
Yeah,
how they met.
And they're such a beautiful couple.
Yeah. Get to do all this work together.